Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now.
Hey guys, welcome in. So in this video, we're talking about the new season of The Real Housewives of Orange County. That's going to be season 17, episode 1, you guys. Can you believe this show has been on for 17 years? I mean, I think I was 3 years old when this show began. Obviously, I didn't watch it when I was 3 years old, but I have been watching it ever since last season. And honestly, you guys, though, I read that book that man came out with, where he was like revealing all the housewife secrets. I think it's called Not All Diamonds and Rosé, and that book was very, very interesting. It had a lot of insight of, like, you know, behind the scenes of the housewives, and that first chapter is like solely dedicated to Real Housewives of Orange County. And once you read like how much it took for the show to be on air and all the changes that were made, it kind of makes you have Orange County in a special place because it was the first one. But nevertheless, let's get into this episode. So the beginning is completely dedicated to Tamra Judge. So she's on a motorcycle. It's pretty cool. She's riding it. But essentially, it's like a lot of background sounds. And it's a montage of her and all the special moments that she's had throughout the show. Which is actually pretty cool because I feel like she has had a lot of great moments. And what a great way to come back, right? But it looks like they also share little bits of like what's gonna happen this season, and it looks like she's coming back with a lot of heat. But like the first official scene is her with her husband at home. They're living in a new remodeled house. Tamra's mom is living with them in the house as well. The house is very nice, I will say that. We move on to Shannon, who I love, and she's hanging out with Emily. They're walking out in the open, walking with their dog, but there's already some tension. So Tamra had been saying some nasty things about Emily online, and Shannon says, yeah, she goes below the belt. So you guys know Tamra and Shannon were really good friends for sure, but ever since Tamra left the show, she kind of went out of her way to speak negatively about Shannon. I never really liked the way that Tamra and Heather treated Shannon back in the day, but Shannon is telling Emily that she's going to be heard this time. Like, she really wants Tamra to hear her out. They show some footage of the women driving their kids. I gotta say, I loved seeing Emily drive down the McDonald's drive-thru. In a weird way, these kid scenes in the car just seemed so real, if that makes sense. Next up is Heather Dubrow. She's with her husband, Terry. I think his foot is hurt or something, but Heather is starting to tell him that she feels like Gina doesn't like her too much, or that maybe Gina doesn't see her as much as a friend as Heather sees her. So she wants to kind of, deal with that. Moving on, Tamra goes to the bowling alley with her husband, and her new friend Jenny is there with her husband as well. Jenny is the new housewife this season. So the four of them are, playing around, and then afterwards they sit and talk about life, business and stuff. Tamra's husband Eddie had to close down his gym, which has really taken a toll on him because that gym meant a lot to him. Not only is it, a financial thing, but it really was his passion, so that must suck for him. Then we see Gina go over to Heather's house, which her house is spectacular, but Gina, they're talking, and she shares with Heather that she's getting her real estate license, which Heather says that's great. And, she takes the opportunity to say, I've been wondering why you've been so MIA. So that's where Heather goes in and tries to express what she was telling Terry earlier. And Gina goes on to this like super long-winded answer. But again, Heather goes straight to it and says, well, you didn't invite me to that event you had. Gina apologizes and said, you know what, I should have definitely have invited you. Honestly, I feel like Heather and Gina, I think they're more of like what you would call Bravo friends. I don't really think they necessarily see each other as that much of a friend. But anyways, we see an official introductory scene to Jenny, the new housewife, and she's at home with her husband. By the way, she says that she shares a house with her ex-husband. That must be messy. And then we get a group event. It's Gina, Heather, and Tamra, and they're playing pickleball. And then they have some lunch. Gina says that she actually knows Tamra's friend Jenny a little bit, and that they're going to do some yoga event. So Heather is also going, and she brings up Shannon. She wants to take Shannon, and Tamra right away says that Shannon ghosted her, and she even calls Shannon self-centered. Heather has become very close with Shannon apparently in the last month, so she's going hard for her and tells Tamra that it's really important for them to talk. So then we get to that day of the yoga thing that Jenny is doing. The whole cast is there. Shannon arrives with Heather. When she gets there, it was a very awkward feeling for both Tamra and Shannon to say hi to each other. But how can it not be, you know? Like, imagine having a really good friend and then something weird happens and you haven't talked to them for 2 years and now you see them. That must have been very weird. But they begin to do the yoga thing. Shannon couldn't even hold the position to hold her life. That was so funny. But then the yoga lady says to them, we're going to do a partner exercise. Luckily for them, Tamra and Shannon were not paired. Emily, though, did get paired with Tamra and tells her, you know what? I think there's a really nice girl in there, and if we crack all the layers, I think that we could actually like each other. And Tamra apologizes for anything bad she said or any shade that was thrown on the internet. That was nice. I think that Emily and Tamra will for sure be friends. I mean, I feel like Emily's the type of girl, y'all can call her boring, but I feel like she's the type of girl who gets along with everyone. Then afterward, they're all hanging out in this place. Jenny shares some personal things with the ladies, so that was nice for her to be opening up. But Emily in her confessional says that she heard from Gina that Jenny was unfaithful with her husband. I'm sure that's going to be coming up in the season. But inside, where the food is, Tamra is talking to Emily and Gina, who are telling her what to do and what to say to Shannon, how to approach her. And then Shannon walks in, and these dumb girls don't even see her standing behind them. So then Shannon says, wait, are y'all talking about me? But it was like in a funny way. So then Emily and Gina find a way to leave and leave them alone. So Tamara's first sentence to Shannon is, are you doing okay? And Tamara tears up and says, I miss my best friend. She tells her that her dog died and how Eddie's gym was closed down. And Shannon says, honestly, everything is so good with her that she wants there to be no hardships. So she wants them to initiate this conversation of their friendship and start to move on. And Tamara agrees. So it's nice. It definitely looks like they're going to work on their friendship and it's going to be great. But then we get a preview of what's coming and it's going to be a little bit messy. It looks like some of them might not take accountability. I think it will probably be Tamra. But yeah, guys, that was the end of the episode and it was really good. I will say, I mean, obviously Orange County has never been known to be like the most dramatic, but I like seeing this episode. I think the season is going to be good. I like the new graphics. The intro cards are somewhat similar to the new ones that Atlanta got, so that's nice to see them upgrade that stuff. So yeah, I'm interested to see how the dynamic is going to go, especially now that we have Taylor Armstrong joining. Vicki's going to be making some appearances. I'm very happy about that. And yeah, you guys, I'm going to say this out the bat. I am not a Tamra Judge fan. I think that she is very annoying sometimes. I feel like she acts up a lot for the cameras, but that doesn't mean that I can't admit that she makes great television and it looks like she really is going to come and give them the shake that Orange County needed. So you guys let me know, did you guys watch the episode and what were your thoughts and opinions? Do you think this is going to be a good season? What do you think of Tamra being back? What do you think of Shannon? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all have a great one. Bye.